EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Ready? 90, Wolf. 50 to mine. Here we go, here we go.
And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. 44. Here we go, here we go. Hey, zoom.
Second and 14. Rumbling past the 30. Over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? I'm not ready. Hey, check Mike. Hey, exit. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Rip right, rip right. Hey, Mike 50. Now. Mike 50.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
First down, Panthers.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it.
Touchdown, Carolina! Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive.
So that first quarter touchdown does much more than just give them momentum. I mean, this is probably going to go a long way towards erasing what's gone down with them in the last couple of games where they lost both of them.
Yeah, they were struggling going into the open week. Maybe that open week came at a good time.
Sometimes you just have to get away, right? I wonder if they just took the whole philosophy of take the week, get out of here, let's come back and regroup fresh.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go. 15, Lonnie. 15 line. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 3. Protein spill. 24, check 24. Hey, check 24, check 24.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Let's go.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip. Show it up. Leo. Tighten up. Shift. You're out. Let's go.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Looking to throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Mike's 59.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Look, swings. Look at me. Door. Shift, watch the shift.
Tight dog.
Gone.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Hey, lock it. Hey, alert 3.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll run with Chubb, and they'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Looking deep downfield. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for them there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain there of 30 big ones. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. These two teams all tied after 1. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
49, check 49, check 61, matchbox lights.
He'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Nick Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
High 7.
57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. You let go.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Armstrong. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Go. Touchdown, Travis. 60 outlaw.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Check 9, check 9. General West.
57's Mike.
Come on. You better bring it.
Hit it.
Now back to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. T.Y. Hilton. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. With these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check. 59's Mike, 59's Mike, check.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Hey, seam 6.
Check, 59. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Get it.
They'll set up to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offensive coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Yeah, let's get
2nd and 6. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Ready, 50, plant.
I got him. Double tight. 4 down.
X3, 218, chopper.
Watch 24. 25, check 25. Check safety.
Let's go.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Back to throw now on first down. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Carolina.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Come on, QB, come on.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll look to throw here. That one complete to Hill. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll check on his status when we get back. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, echo.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to look deep for more. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
You got tight right there.
Hey, Alpha.
50 seconds to Mike.
Now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Armstrong.
Let's go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Get him. Get him. Alert flare, flare, flare.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
On the set.
59 Mike. Check, 59. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo! Check, crunch.
6-6. Pull it high. Get it.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Check. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Jam. Out.
Big grip.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ready to break.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you. Alert 3. Alert 3.
80 weapon. Hey, Delta. Hit it.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
It's just smooth. It's just me and you. Mike, check. 59.
Ready.
Back to throw here. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
That's how we do it.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Kill.
Recon, 132 fighter.
59 Mike. Check. 59. Come on.
Shoot.
On play action, they'll throw. quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. No. Off.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, zoom.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Check 99. Check 99.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ready, set.
50, Mike, 50. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Ready, go. 5.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 79 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Saints take over
All day,
1st and 10.
baby. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Come on, set.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, wahoo.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, let's get off the field, D.
Big dribble.
Looking to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Check, 59. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
Go, go, go! Go!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here comes the Saints punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line.
15-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he stays up. Going up top. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And he finds McLaurin. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Okay, ready?
Mike Bobo, you can't block.
Pilot, 64, weak. Clear.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
218, chop.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Get it.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 7 at the Saints 26-yard
Go now. 8, read.
44. Push him back. Push him back.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Mike 50.
We own them. We own them.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
You gonna get this boy? Ready?
He'll look to throw. Gonna air it out deep for Gronkowski. And got his man complete. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Mike, check. 59. We don't want this.
Shoot.
They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Armstrong. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
57's the Mike. Watch 57. I got it.
Now.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Bravo!
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey, pick your game up. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch the screen. Get it.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Panthers will get the football back. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Ready.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey. Hey. High 7. Look. Squeeze. Go.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
1st down, Panthers.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Let's go.
A gain of 27 on the play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's McCaffrey. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So after the blocked PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
I'm coming after you. Check it back. Check it back.
First and 10.
57. Mike, 57. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't.
Now Chubb. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Coaching spell. Now.
He'll look to throw. And the catch made by Hilton. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready, break.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Quarterback. 80 weapon. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Look at me. Go.
He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Fair catch made at the 11-yard line. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Ready up.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Ready, set.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
On the ball.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3.
Hey, orbit.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
57, Mike, 57. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 57's Mike. Mike, 57.
Hey, check.
Deep dribble.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Come on,
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2.
Panther first down.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. He hits more. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Okay, ready? Mike 57. You don't want nothing. Now.
This is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Derrick Henry able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal.
Check your hot read.
61, matchbox, lights.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goal is from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through. Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it. So for Carolina, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.